exclusively on the WWE Network, we welcome you to NXT.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from the seasonal residence in Santorini, Greece, weighing 205 pounds, Tyler Breeze.
Last week, Tyler Breeze, the #1 contender to the NXT Championship, made his presence felt in the main event of NXT, interfering in a match between NXT champion Adrian Neville and the Monster Rusev.
Tyler Breeze right now has the ultimate trump card. As the #1 contender for the NXT Championship, he knows the world is his oyster, and when he wants that chance, he will take it.
And not only that, but he is the man who single-handedly saved the music industry.
That's true.
Piercing eyes and a chiseled jaw, molded by the gods without a flaw.
Tyler Breeze has said he will have his NXT Championship match when he wants, where he wants, when he is ready. Byron, do you think he's just biding his time at this point? Do you think he's just being reluctant?
Of course, some people get anxious. You know, they have an opportunity to challenge for a championship, and they just want to rush and go after it. Tyler Breeze wants to be mentally prepared.
So we're set to go here. Tyler Breeze versus Angelo Dawkins. Dawkins, nearly 300 pounds, a three-time collegiate national champion in football, wrestling, and track and field.
Coming out here to a strong start.
We invite you to use the hashtag WWE NXT to get involved tonight on social media. Later on tonight, we'll see the NXT Women's Champion Charlotte in action, as well as the NXT Tag Team Champions, the Ascension.
Look at this aggression from Tyler Breeze. This is what Breeze is all about. This is the Breeze that no one thought existed.
He's all about the aggression and keeping his song in the top 10 charts. It's doing good.
Here's a song for you, Club to the Back on Angelo Dawkins.
Now, I've actually heard that Ryan Seacrest is a big fan of Tyler Breeze.
Yeah, a lot of big fans.
Let's bring him on the radio station.
And Breeze has got the looks to be on Vogue magazine and the talent to be NXT champion.
He's like Fabio.
Tyler Breeze trying to take control here against Angelo Dawkins. Has really been on a hot streak as of late, has been Breeze. Oh, the beauty shot right to the chin of Dawkins. Breeze the cover, and that's it.
Good night.
Here is your winner, Tyler Breeze.
Or the #1 contender to the NXT title, looking as impressive as ever, Byron.
That's what you get, a message. You just saw a message signed, sealed, and delivered to Adrian Neville.
I think that message was sent via text message on his cell phone.
Well, how about the message sent last week, Renee? I mean, interfering in the main event against the NXT champion, Adrian Neville.
Oh, hold on.
Oh.
Tyler Breeze not done here with Angelo Dawkins tossing him outside the ring.
Yeah, no need for Breeze to share a spotlight with Dawkins.
Well, that was annoying. I didn't even plan to come out here and have a match. I just came out here to show you this.
Well, this was last week here on NXT. This is what we were talking about, the main event matchup between Rusev and the NXT champion Adrian Neville. Tyler Breeze coming down the middle of the match, attacking Adrian Neville.
This is Breeze getting into the head of the NXT champion, and it would cost him.
This is the moment that cost Adrian Neville. The match called, but Rusev unleashing his fury on the NXT champion because of Tyler Breeze.
Actually, I didn't even want to show that, but that's hilarious. Poor Neville. Poor Neville. What I actually wanted to show you is actually part of a huge announcement that I have for all of you. And actually, it's not even big, it's monumental. So much so, in fact, I'm gonna give each and every one of you uggos time to pull out your little cell phones and tweet about it, because you're gonna want to. It's gonna be trending worldwide. You've all been wanting it. You've all been clamoring for it. And finally, I have submitted my music video for Oscar nomination in the documentary category.
Yes.
Thank you.
Woohoo! Yeah!
Thank you, I know.
So appreciative.
And I know that you all want to see it, so how about we show it again?
Yes.
How about it?
Oh, I don't think this is a music video, guys.
Oh, come on. What? Are you kidding me?
The NXT champion, Adrian Neville.
Why would Neville ruin this moment?
Breeze, let me tell you a secret. I don't want to watch your music video. But I do want to ask you a question, all right? And that question is, Tyler, when are you going to stop delaying the inevitable, which is me defending my NXT championship and beating you slap bang in the middle of this ring, huh?
Oh, you're gonna beat me? You're gonna beat me? Oh, look at that. I'm getting a call from the director of The Hobbit. It looks like you're needed back on set.
Ooh.
Breeze. It's funny you should say that actually, because just before I got a Snapchat from your mom. It turns out you're not the only member of the Breeze family that likes sending selfies.
Oh, man. Adrian Neville taking it to the #1 contender.
Uncalled for by Neville.
And Tyler Breeze getting himself out of the ring.
Yeah, you cannot joke about a man's mom.
Who do you think he is?
Maybe he was
The
serious.
NXT
though.
champion.
Come on, send it up!
Adrian Neville getting a little bit of payback for Tyler Breeze's actions last week.
Good. So he should.
Yeah, be careful what you wish for. Be careful what you wish for, Adrian Neville.
Well, the NXT Universe is still awaiting when will Tyler Breeze cash in his #1 contender's opportunity for the NXT title. Well, ladies and gentlemen, still to come tonight, the Exotic Express is back at Full Sail. What will Adam Rose have in store tonight on NXT?
Please welcome WWE Diva, Natalya. Hey, Natalya. I'm good. How are you? So, what are your thoughts on Adam Rose returning to NXT tonight?
I am so excited that he's here tonight because Adam Rose is entertaining. He is fun to watch. When you see him come out, you just want to dance and have fun. You know, it's.
Come on, are you serious? You're not buying into
Yes,
this whole
I am
act, are you?
serious.
Okay. Adam Rose is a circus clown without the face paint. Fact. Adam Rose is a guy who has squandered every chance he's had on Raw because he'd rather be a dancing fool. Fact. Come on, Nat. You're not buying into this nonsense.
First of all, you're being a little bit rude and you're being a lemon, Tyson. Like, just relax, have some fun, enjoy your life for once.
I'm being a lemon. Here's the thing. I don't understand why she's even asking you about Adam Rose. It has nothing to do with us. But that's fine. She's trying to go to reaction. So here's the reaction. If you think I'm being a lemon, then why don't you guys run along and find Adam Rose and tell him that I'm issuing a challenge for him to meet me in the ring tonight if he has the rosebuds to face me. Fact.
Welcome back to NXT with Renee Young and Byron Saxon. I'm Tom Phillips, and an explosive beginning to NXT tonight.
Yeah.
The NXT champion Adrian Neville getting a piece of Tyler Breeze.
Good. He has to set Tyler Breeze up. He's been nothing but a thorn in his side.
Look, Tyler Breeze, I said it before, he's got the trump card, and when Tyler Breeze decides it's time to cash in and go after the NXT championship, Tyler Breeze will do it.
Well, our evening rolls on here on NXT. Breaking news. Per the order of the Authority, we will have a #1 contenders tag team title tournament. Round 1 begins next week, guys.
Setting up for a very hot tag division right now.
You imagine, over 300 days, Ascension has been the NXT Tag Team Champions, and now one team will have that opportunity to make history.
Who will qualify to face the Ascension? We'll find out starting next week.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tyler Breeze has just left the building. This is a Divas match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from the Queen City, she's the NXT Women's Champion, Charlotte.
The NXT Women's Champion, Charlotte, as all the focus of the NXT universe, has now defended her title twice since NXT TakeOver in May. And how about last week on NXT, a successful defense against the #1 contender at the time, Summer Rae. Charlotte and Summer Rae in the rubble of the beautiful, fierce female. Charlotte coming out on top.
Of course, these two women know each other so well. So, of course, it's set up for an amazing match, but Charlotte proves to be the one on top here and remains to be at NXT.
You talk maturation, you talk seamless transition. Charlotte has done that as champion.
All right.
Her opponent from Dublin, Ireland, Becky Lynch.
I'm seeing a little shades of Lita here tonight.
A
Looking
new look,
good.
Becky Lynch. She is fired up. She's got an edge about her, guys.
I feel like I'm at a rock concert.
She looks like she is ready to fight.
Well, Becky Lynch and Charlotte have become very familiar with each other over the last few weeks. They faced each other in tag team action about 4 weeks ago here on NXT.
Charlotte's smart. She knows to keep an eye on all of her opponents, and Becky Lynch is definitely one to keep a keen, close eye on.
Yeah, you know, think about the magnitude of this match with Becky Lynch. You are in there with the NXT Women's Champion, the Queen of the Mountain on NXT.
This is a woman who at 18 was main eventing matches in Japan, even against Natalya.
Well, Becky Lynch into the cover here in a kick out. Boy, what a win this could be for Becky Lynch if she were to knock off the NXT Women's Champion. Whoa, Becky Lynch getting out of that opportunity. Ooh. Becky looking to take control against Charlotte here on NXT. Oh!
Oh, look at that counter. Look at that counter.
Man, Becky Lynch.
She actually used to work
Impressive here.
she used to work as a stunt woman. She knows how to yield a sword.
See if she can yield the NXT Women's Champion.
She can be the Diva Slayer.
Well, that's the question. After defeating Summer Rae last week, Charlotte looking for a new #1 contender. Byron, could it be Becky Lynch?
Oh, look, we've seen Becky Lynch pull off an upset before. She did it against Summer Rae. If she pulls it off against Charlotte, obviously that puts her ahead of the line. Easier said than done, though.
Now, Charlotte, of course, has been standing so strong here at NXT. To come out as the Women's Champion, only the second one of all time, she now has experience wrestling at Madison Square Garden.
Said it before, Charlotte has been bred for success every inch of the way.
You know, ever since splitting from the BFFs, she's been like Beyonce since she left Destiny's Child.
Charlotte continuing to attack the left leg of Becky Lynch here. Ooh. And Renee, you hit the nail right on the head. It was a couple of weeks ago that Charlotte competed in Madison Square Garden with her father, Ric Flair, in her corner. She has not only caught the attention of the NXT universe, but the WWE universe.
You know, I had an opportunity to talk to her dad, to talk to Ric Flair, and he gets so emotional when he talks about Charlotte and everything she's been able to accomplish. He could not be more proud of everything she has under her belt at this point.
Look at the torque on Becky Lynch's leg. I mean, every week we see Charlotte, she's always adding new moves to her arsenal, always diversifying her ability to attack.
Byron, the benefit of being the daughter of Ric Flair?
But But you can say that all you want. You can talk about being the daughter of Ric Flair, daughter of the greatest, but Charlotte has paved her own path. This is about Charlotte now.
However, when you see her working the leg like that, you can't deny that there's shades of Ric Flair in there.
You can't deny that Charlotte's great.
And again to the left leg of Becky Lynch. Becky's in trouble.
Charlotte has come into this match with a game plan here against Becky Lynch. Becky comes in with a lot of attitude and fire, but you can see Charlotte continuing the attack on the left leg of Lynch. This is why Charlotte became the NXT Women's Champion at NXT TakeOver against Natalya. Here's the cover on Becky and a kick out.
Byron, we've seen Becky Lynch, hold on, here's the cover, shoulders down, and another kick out or two. We've seen Becky Lynch as a tag team partner of Bayley. We've seen Sasha Banks involved in the mix. A lot of divas trying to make an impact right now in the championship hunt.
Whenever you have a new champion at the top of the helm, it's a great opportunity for all the other divas to try to shine, to try to step out in front of the line.
To be the woman, you gotta beat the woman.
That's real cute.
Thank you.
Charlotte taking control here, using the bottom rope to her advantage, and continues to hammer away on the left leg of Becky Lynch.
You just look at the poise of Charlotte, the confidence and everything she does.
Whoa, Becky caught her, shoulders down, and a kick out. Nearly had the champ right there.
Becky has that fight in her. She's had to fight from day one.
Oh, here's your fight.
She moved out of her house at 15, struggling on her own since then.
Becky with a leg drop, looking to put away Charlotte. Hook to the leg of the NXT Women's Champion, and a kick out. Now Charlotte looking to turn the tables on Lynch.
Oh! Resourcefulness.
Planning Becky Lynch. Charlotte into the cover now. The NXT Women's Champion picks up the victory.
Here is your winner, the NXT Women's Champion, Charlotte.
I understand Becky Lynch wanted to make her name here in the Divas division, but Charlotte tonight basically said, you're not going to do it at my expense.
Still a great showing for Becky tonight.
Got to be really impressed by Becky Lynch, showing a lot of fire, a new edge about here tonight. Could have been a golden opportunity, but Byron, that is why Charlotte is the NXT Women's Champion.
Yeah, that's why she's genetically superior, Tom.
Jojo, what's going on?
What's up, Mojo? So I hear you're looking for a partner to team up with for the #1 Contenders Tag Team Tournament. Do you have any idea who you'd want your partner to be?
Oh, Jojo, I don't care who my partner is. As long as they're hyped, that's all I'm looking for. Matter of fact, it could be me and you. Team Mojo Jojo going for that tag team gold because I'm fired up, I'm hyped, I'm ready to do this. Let's... You need a partner. I need a partner. As much as it's gonna pain me to say this, maybe we should team up. Okay. Stop it. If you screw this up for me, I promise you, you will feel the wrath of the wrecking ball like nobody in NXT has felt it before.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, still to come with Adam Rose back on NXT, Tyson Kidd has challenged the party animal. Tonight in our main event, Adam Rose faces the former tag team champion. That match is still to come tonight on the WWE Network.
Follow me into the jungle. Ain't no God on my streets, the heart of the jungle. Won't you follow me into the jungle?
Welcome back to NXT on the WWE Network.
This tag team match is Summer Rae introducing first. At a combined weight of 485 pounds, they are the NXT
The gatekeepers of the NXT Tag Team Division are present.
302 days as NXT Tag Team Champions. Connor and Victor, the longest reigning champions of any title in NXT's history.
No one has been able to touch them.
Connor and Victor got a win last week. Their ascension has basically been unblemished since winning the titles in October of 2013. So the Ascension set to take on the team of Steve Cutler and Mac Miles. This is Steve Cutler here in the ring to face Victor. Saw Steve Cutler in action 4 weeks ago against C.J. Parker. Cutler, a former United States Marine, had 2 tours in Afghanistan.
And no relation to Jay Cutler of the Chicago Bears.
And we heard the announcement earlier tonight, the creation of the #1 Contenders Tag Team Title Tournament. Round 1 will begin next week. Guys, who do you think is the early favorite?
Ooh, I mean, going into this, like we've said, the Ascension has just stood on top of this division for so long. There's a lot of thirsty and hungry teams looking to get that tag gold. It's up for grabs right now, but it's going to be a hard-fought victory if anyone gets it.
Just imagine, you're one of these teams aspiring to be
part
of this tournament. You sit back, you're watching the monitor, and this is what you have to face. Connor and Victor, the most dominant tag team in the history of NXT.
The Ascension exploding into Steve Cutler there in the middle of the ring. Now Connor Victor rather. Well, Byron, we talk about this tournament that's created. Congratulations, there'll be a new #1 contender. Your prize is the Ascension.
Yeah.
Can someone really knock off the Ascension?
It's twisted to have to go up against them. But, there's the opportunity is there, and if somebody were to come in and knock them off of that pedestal, then they deserve to be there.
I appreciate what's happened in the tag team division. You've seen this influx of teams coming out because no matter how dominant Ascension has been, there's a lot of superstars.
Look at this, guys. Ascension just has stopped completely. What's going on?
That's the MO. There's a lot of teams that hope they can be the one to do the impossible.
Off the toe! Huge clothesline to Cutler.
Case in point.
I like that they're so dominant. They have time to sit there and have a little team meeting during the match to decide how to pick their opponents apart.
Do you think the Ascension is just begging for competition at this point,
They've said
Byron?
it before. You bring them to us and we'll mow them down.
It's fun to be at the top for a little while, but you want someone to challenge you. You get bored.
They've taken on every challenge.
Connor and Victor setting their sights on Cutler, taking out Mac Miles on the apron.
They just dared Cutler to make a tag.
Cutler all alone with Connor and Victor. Fall of man.
Yep.
Victor into the cover, and that will do it.
Here are your winners, the NXT Tag Team Champions, the Ascension.
This has been another edition of Total Maximum Carnage, brought to you by the Ascension.
Let's take a look back at this tag team match here. The Ascension, very impressive tonight here on NXT. Take a look at the teamwork between Connor and Victor, blasting Cutler here in the ring. Cutler didn't have any time to make a tag. Connor coming off the top rope, wiping him out. And this is why the Ascension continue their NXT Tag Team Championship reign. The Fall of Man getting the job done yet again for Connor and Victor here on NXT.
Who's next? Who is next?
We're going to find out starting next week.
We are the longest reigning champions in NXT history. And now they're holding a tournament to find us our #1 contenders. I believe we all know what those victims' fate is destined to be. Total Annihilation!
I'm not gonna doubt him.
No!
Guys, I gotta correct what I said earlier. 302 days is the beginning for the Ascension.
Any team waiting in the wings is shaking in the boots right now.
This Sunday night, WWE Network takes you back to SummerSlam's historic past, featuring 2 legendary championship matches: Stone Cold versus The Undertaker.
The rattlesnake strikes back.
Triple H versus The Rock.
The ladder match. The Rock's Intercontinental Championship on the line.
And the pay-per-view debut of Edge as he teams with the Sexy Sable. This Sunday night at 8/7 Central, it's Sunday Night SummerSlam. Every Sunday, right up to this year's blockbuster event. Exclusively on WWE Network.
Mother Earth is under assault. Why won't you help her? And the fact that I, CJ Parker, am the only one that cares leaves me shocked and sickened.
Why don't you people love me?
I should be booing you!
You're the ones melting my polar ice caps!
What makes CJ Parker think he can just come out here and try to disrupt things?
If I had the opportunity that Xavier Woods had, I would win titles, make a name for myself, and the whole time change the world along the way.
You got a little excited last week, and you decided to pop off like a 12-year-old with me as the subject.
I don't want things to get out of hand between me and you.
CJ, I'm about to have my PhD, and that means that I use logic, which is lucky for you because logic is the only thing that's keeping me from ripping that rainbow-colored bird's nest off the back of your head.
I want to offer peace, and I suggest that you accept it. I didn't want it to be like this, Xavier Woods!
CJ Parker tried to offer Xavier a peace offering. Xavier chose to mock CJ Parker, and now he's gonna pay for it.
If you are not part of the solution, you are the problem. The movement has begun.
CJ Parker ending the piece, picking up the victory here over Xavier Woods.
My victory over Xavier Woods is just the beginning.
Next week on NXT, Xavier Woods versus CJ Parker, only on the WWE Network. Here we go. The hype man, Mojo Raleigh, ready for tag team action.
This is a tag team match set for one fall. Introducing first from Alexandria, Virginia, weighing 272 pounds, Mojo Raleigh.
Well, guys, we heard earlier tonight, Mojo Raleigh is entered into the #1 Contenders Tag Team Title Tournament starting next week. But tonight, Mojo Raleigh has found a tag team partner. I don't know how well they're going to mesh, Renee.
Neither do I. I mean, looking at the energy that Mojo Raleigh has now, he can kind of go out there and do it on his own.
That's what he probably thinks.
However, pairing up with Bull Dempsey, it will be interesting to see how they do together.
I just think the thought of competing in a tag team title match is enough to hype up Mojo, no matter who his partner is.
From Brooklyn, New York, weighing 304 pounds, Bull Dempsey.
Guys, both these superstars earlier tonight talked about how they both want to be champions. They don't necessarily like each other, but they have a common goal. Bull Dempsey's motto is destroy everything. Meanwhile, you have the hype man in Mojo Raleigh. How are they going to get along?
It's like mixing a T-bone steak with peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah, it's pretty much oil and water between these two.
Their opponents at a combined weight of 456 pounds, Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder, the Mechanics.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the WWE Network and NXT debut of the Mechanics. What Dash Wilder and Dawson do requires a certain mindset. Each opponent to them is an assignment, a designated target. The best jobs in their mind are the ones where nobody even knows what hit them.
That sounds terrifying. Lurking, I would call that.
Well, the fact of the matter is that this level of competition, it's about services rendered, win or go home. And the mechanics believe in no loose ends. Leave no doubt whatsoever.
It sounds like there's no emotional attachment when going into the ring. They're there to get the job done.
That's what it should be. You're not there to make friends and send Christmas cards. You're there to win matches, win championships.
A mechanic is a man who fixes things, a man who fixes problems, and these are two technicians in Dash Wilder and Scott Dawson.
I don't think they're looking to fix any problems in this match. Maybe break some bones.
Well, talk about problems. We may see fireworks between Mojo Raleigh and Bull Dempsey. These two faced each other in one-on-one competition months ago. It was a brutal matchup. Bull Dempsey plain doesn't like Mojo.
Not at all. It's such an odd pairing. But
look at this. Look at this. Mojo already tagging himself in.
All right. But hey, you know what? They're an odd pairing. They're different. They're opposites. But they both have the goal of becoming champions. So maybe that's enough to serve as glue for them both.
If they're able to come out here and chalk down a W in their category, then maybe they can move forward. But if they don't, I'm sure that would certainly be the end of them together.
Well, Byron, at what point does your history, I mean, these two have never gotten along in the past. How often does your history come into play, or do you just have to let your athletic ability take over?
Look, you can quote the COO of this company, adapt or perish. You adapt your career tendencies, you change your habits if you want to make it to the next level.
Scott Dawson in control, the tag to the debuting Dash Wilder. Scott Dawson, meanwhile, returning from a 7-month broken leg, was out for 7 months, was supposed to rehab in a year, came back faster than ever, and NXT officials been chomping at the bit to see Dawson in the ring again.
There's been a plethora of tag teams who have liked each other.
They're smooth out there.
And look at these two. Oh, attacking the elbow of Mojo Raleigh. Here's the cover from Wilder and a kick out by Mojo.
This is what this team's all about. You said it earlier, Tom. Breaking down a body, attacking the human body, and figuring out every single weakness and targeting it to the full extent.
It's actually very impressive how quickly they're able to go out there and assess their opponents and pick them apart.
Mojo Raleigh in a bad situation, tagged himself into this match. Bull Dempsey looked like he had things in hand. Now Mojo Raleigh trying to battle back against the mechanics.
And then homework.
Now Wilder, whoa, caught up by Raleigh. Raleigh's still favoring the left elbow. The mechanics have been on it all night. Now Mojo into the corner, makes the tag to Bull. Bull Dempsey's the legal man.
How about that?
And Bull Dempsey took out Dawson.
The wrecking ball coming in.
Uh-oh.
Oh, the throwback hitting the bulldozer. And that's going to do it for Dempsey and Raleigh.
Well, differences aside, here they are.
Mojo Raleigh and Bull Dempsey.
Hey, told you guys, sometimes odd couples work. They don't have to like each other, they can still win together.
Could be the beginning of a nice relationship.
These two, Mojo Raleigh and Bull Dempsey, will be competing in the first round of the #1 Contenders Tag Team Title Tournament down the line. And what a match this was. Take a look at this. The power of Bull Dempsey connecting with the bulldozer.
No frills, no thrills, just dominance.
But how about the debut for the mechanics, Renee?
Very impressive. I mean, despite not getting the win tonight, they looked great. They were very smooth and concise in all of their actions tonight.
Bull Dempsey and Mojo pick up the victory.
Bailey, I wanted to get your reactions on the recent breakup of the BFFs as well as Charlotte's victory from earlier tonight.
Oh, okay, Rich. As far as the BFFs go, I mean, I hate to be a Debbie Downer or a lemon, like Adam Rose says, but I was pretty happy to see a BFFs breakup because they've been mean to me. And did you know that I have beat Charlotte? Just a few weeks ago, I pinned her in the middle of the ring. Bailey pinned the NXT Women's Champion, Ric Flair's daughter. Now, could you imagine if I had a title shot, if I can go up against the champion and I can beat her?
Bailey's adorable, isn't she? Just because you stole one victory of the NXT Women's Champion, you actually think you're ready for a title shot? I mean, it's not like you're genetically superior or anything. I actually kind of pity you. Did you not just see me out there? I don't want to humiliate you, Bailey. So I think it'd be in your best interest to not utter my name again.
Well, earlier tonight, Tyson Kidd laid down a challenge to the returning Adam Rose. Challenge accepted in our main event. It's Rose versus Kidd, and that's next on NXT.
Daddy?
The call has been answered. The descent has begun. Now, grab a front row seat as these larger-than-life superstars rise again. This August, the biggest event of the summer comes back to Los Angeles. In a maelstrom of malevolence, a vortex of vengeance, and a rain of wrath. They'll take your breath away for one night of epic proportions. SummerSlam returns to LA August 17th. What goes around always comes back around. WWE SummerSlam is presented by Totino's Bold.
We are back on NXT. It is time for our main event, and the Exotic Express is here.
It's time to party!
The following contest is set for one fall. Introducing first from the Mushike Islands, weighing 220 pounds, Adam Rose.
The bunny looks nicer tonight.
Everybody loves the bunny. He looks much cleaner. Where's Adam Rose? Where's Adam Rose?
He's coming. There he is.
Adam Rose returning to the birthplace of the Exotic Express and was challenged earlier tonight by Tyson Kidd. And guys, a little difference in opinion between Tyson and Natalya. Natalya actually thinks Adam Rose is very entertaining.
Of course he is. Look at this guy. You can't deny how entertaining he is. He's the Willy Wonka of WWE and of NXT.
Oh, hold on. Trust fall.
Whoa. Well, Tyson Kidd said that, quote, "I am a serious competitor," and he actually thinks that Adam Rose is boring.
Come on.
Sounds like a lemon, Renee.
Yeah,
Sounds
that's
like a
the
party
definition of a lemon, and I'm sure Adam will have a few choice words for him tonight.
Don't you wish you were Rosebud, Tom?
I'd love to be a Rosebud. I know Renee's been on the Exotic Express.
Damn right I have.
I have too.
No, you have not.
I have video evidence.
There was one time backstage.
And a lollipop.
Yeah, right. There's no almond milk on the Exotic Express.
His opponent, accompanied by Natalya from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing 195 pounds, Tyson Kidd.
Well,
Has Natalya got prettier? She looked good.
She looks fantastic. Tyson Kidd, the serious competitor, as he puts it. His wife, Natalya, just said moments ago, guys, quote, "First of all, Tyson is my husband. He's struggling, but as frustrated as I am, I love Tyson, and it's my job to support him. When Tyson gets back on track, it will be his job to support me," the words of Natalya.
Well, that's a very strong woman standing up for her husband. That's what she should do.
And that's great. You say the right thing when the cameras are on. But you look at Tyson Kidd and Natalya, and you see a competitive spouse. Two competitive spouses who want to be successful in this company. And when they're not, you don't think that creates tension?
You've seen Total Divas. You know, you can see right into their personal lives on that show. It seems like they're great.
I mean, listen to these people. Yeah, you don't think that's eating up Tyson Kidd?
Natalya's a great competitor. He should be happy to be her husband.
It's Tyson Kidd's own fault. Here's the cover. Adam Rose into the cover. Tyson Kidd had talked about at NXT TakeOver. If he didn't become NXT champion, he would forever be known as Natty's husband. Asking you to receive.
I think that he should not be jealous of his wife's success and just be happy for her and for the position he's in. If it wasn't for Natalya, he might not even be in WWE.
Hey! There's no jealousy. There's no jealousy because of Natalya's success. There's an appreciation for what his wife does, but there's a pride in his craft, Renee.
Adam Rose, Adam Rose is staring down Natalya, guys.
I told you she looked good tonight.
Why is Rose taunting Tyson like this?
He's got a lollipop for her.
It's totally uncalled for.
I think that's a nice gesture.
Oh, yeah, you would.
I wish she brought me one.
You gotta be kidding me. How disrespectful is that? You're disrespecting
Whoa, wait a minute.
a man.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whoa, oh.
That's very immature of Tyson Kidd, if you ask me.
Immature? The man is messing with another man's wife.
Be a man and stay in the ring and have your match. The end.
You can't just give a lollipop to a friend, a stranger.
Everybody knows that's more than just giving a lollipop to someone. You know how Adam Rose rolls.
Very nice of Adam Rose.
I thought so.
Yeah.
I mean, don't take candy from a stranger, but if it's from Adam Rose, go for it.
Look at Adam Rose. Don't waste a lollipop around Adam Rose. He'll make you pay for it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, man. Exploding to the chest of Tyson Kidd.
Adam Rose just trying to add salt to the wound of Tyson Kidd.
Snap suplex by Rose. Here's the cover and a kick out at 1.
And Natalya trying to cheer on her husband, Tyson Kidd, in the corner. Adam Rose, big opportunity here in the main event of NXT. Here's the cover from Rose, kick out by Kidd.
Hey, what? This is a big proving opportunity for Adam Rose here to prove that he's not just the party guy, not just the joke.
Certainly seems like a serious competitor tonight against Tyson Kidd.
I would say so.
Adam Rose, whoa, in control against Tyson. Oh, face first onto the apron.
Also, I'd like to see anyone go out there and have a match like this after attending the Electric Daisy Carnival.
Oh, baseball slide takes out Kidd. Adam Rose is having some fun. Can he knock off Tyson Kidd? Our main event continues on NXT.
We need to plan a bachelorette party.
Now, get ready for Diva Las Vegas.
Half-naked men, champagne, and Vegas was the best place for it.
But what happened in Vegas blew up their world.
You're making an ass out of yourself.
I cannot believe Justin left another girl. I'm done.
All this is just hitting me. Part of me feels scared to seal the deal.
Total Divas. Watch anytime on demand. Exclusively on WWE Network.
Main event time here on NXT. Tyson Kidd in trouble after laying down a challenge earlier tonight to the returning Adam Rose.
I can't imagine the mental stress Tyson Kidd's gone through lately between not being able to capture the NXT championship.
Oh, and there goes Adam Rose.
Having issues with Natalya, his wife.
That being said, though, Tyson Kidd has had so many impressive showings here at NXT. I mean, going up against the NXT champion and Adrian Neville, they've had some incredible matches.
If you're Tyson Kidd, impressive isn't good enough.
And we see Natalya here at ringside cheering on her husband Tyson. Renee, you've seen firsthand the issues that these two have had. Hold on. Oh, face first into the post goes Adam Rose.
Now Tyson's focused.
Tyson Kidd taking control here of this match against Adam Rose. No, oh, going into the post again, face first.
All the anger and frustration. Now Tyson Kidd directing towards Adam Rose.
This is the side of Tyson Kidd that has scared Natalya in the past, going so far as to using a chair almost against Sami Zayn, now bouncing Adam Rose's head off of the post.
He gets that fire
Here's
in his
the
eyes.
cover, hook to the leg. Adam Rose still in this match. Guys, take a look at this on the outside of the ring. Tyson Kidd building all this momentum, and then bam, face first into the post goes Adam Rose.
Now, Tyson Kidd is known as the workhorse in WWE. I mean, the top superstars know that about Tyson Kidd, and he's here to regain his footing.
Oh! Leg drop to the back of the head from Tyson Kidd.
That's how you regain your footing.
And Tyson Kidd, here's the cover on Adam Rose. Rose staying alive. Tyson Kidd said earlier tonight he's a serious competitor. He takes everything that he does in the ring very, very seriously. But over the last few weeks, we've seen how desperate Tyson Kidd has become.
It's not desperate. This is a man who trained in the hard dungeons, been in the ring since he was 14 years old. This has been his pride. This is the only thing he knows.
I don't know. I've sat down with Tyson Kidd and interviewed him, and to say that there's a little desperation in him, is, a bit of an understatement at this point.
Well, has not exactly been on a roll. 2 weeks ago, tapped out to Sami Zayn, lost in tag team competition to the NXT champion Adrian Neville and Sami Zayn 2 weeks ago, or 3 weeks ago rather. Adam Rose bounced outside.
However, Tyson Kidd has said it himself. He is putting the pressure on himself. He's putting it on himself, not Natalya. It's all him.
All great
Tyson
athletes.
Kidd.
All great athletes do. All great athletes look at themselves in the mirror and ask, how can I get better tomorrow? What can I do to push myself further?
Kidd rolling Rose back into the ring. Here our main event on NXT. Use the hashtag WWE NXT to get involved on social media as Tyson Kidd has Rose in a vulnerable position now.
Trying to hurt him is what he's trying to do.
Ooh! Tyson Kidd pulling on the neck of Adam Rose after his head is now bounced twice off of a steel post.
We were definitely used to more high-flying action from Tyson Kidd, but tonight, he's laying it in.
This has very quickly become very personal for Tyson Kidd against Adam Rose.
Is this all about the sucker?
It's more than Adam Rose. It's more than the man handing a lollipop to Natalya. This is everyone who has told Tyson that he wasn't good enough to win the big one.
Renee, what about oh man, the support from Natalya. Here's the cover from Tyson Kidd on Adam Rose in a kick out. Natalya has never left Tyson's side despite everything they've been through.
Exactly. They've been together for over a decade. They know each other like the back of their hands. So, of course, she's out here to support him, and she also knows how to perform in the ring. She knows how to be there by his side.
I don't understand why Natalya's not celebrating right now. Tyson's doing great in this match.
She knows to celebrate once that bell is rung.
Adam Rose might be out here. The referee checking on Adam Rose. Boy, Rose has shown a tremendous amount of resilience here in this match. Has taken a lot of punishment from Tyson Kidd. Adam Rose, back suplex, and Adam Rose has some space.
There's an opening for Adam Rose.
Boy, Adam Rose, we know he likes to party, but he likes to fight too. He's in a fight right now against Tyson Kidd. Whoop. Adam Rose. Adam Rose with some fire here in our main event, now coming in as a southpaw.
Rose trying to turn the tide.
Oh! Heads up, Adam Rose! A huge clothesline to Tyson Kidd, and that could do it for the former WWE Tag Team Champion.
He's looking to turn on the lights and send this party home.
Tyson knew exactly what was coming.
Tyson Kidd, spinebuster! Spinebuster from Rose, the cover, and a kick out.
Oh, no.
We have seen this in almost every match with Tyson Kidd. Now, every time you think that that's it for him, he stays alive.
Byron, how about the toughness of Adam Rose here in this match? This is a different side of the party animal.
Adam Rose showing new aggression. What do you think Natalya's thinking right now?
She's a little worried.
Adam Rose measuring Tyson Kidd. Could be looking for the party foul. This could do it for Kidd. Hold on. Kidd with the roll-up, shoulders down. Now could he be looking for the Hart family sharpshooter, wiggling his way to the bottom ropes, and Adam Rose is going to break this one. Oh, no.
What resourcefulness from Tyson Kidd.
Adam Rose breaking up the sharpshooter, just moments away from disaster, but still caught one right on the neck.
I'd rather take that than be put in the sharpshooter and have to be forced to tap.
Tyson Kidd looking for an opening. Oh, a huge shot to the jaw of Rose.
Rose has got to be seeing stars right now.
That was just plain nasty.
Tyson Kidd assuming control here in this match. Our main event on NXT. Natalya looking on, trying to cheer on Tyson Kidd. Has to be a little bit concerned about what she saw earlier in their match.
Yeah. There you go, Natalya. Tyson hasn't forgotten about the lollipop.
Well, Adam Rose. Oh, Adam Rose out of nowhere. Inside cradle, shoulders down. Rose gets the upset win.
There it is.
Boy, Tyson Kidd so obsessed with Adam Rose giving a lollipop to his wife earlier in the night that he didn't focus on his match.
Serves him right. He got exactly what he was asking for. It is a match.
No, this isn't Tyson Kidd's fault.
Whose fault is it?
Renee, you touched on it. Maybe Tyson Kidd thinks this loss is Natalya's fault.